Let's talk about one mindset shift that can create more success. Let's chat. In this week's challenge video, I wanted to give us one simple change that we can make that can make us a little more successful. And what made me think of this and what dawned on me was an event over at my parents' house. Yeah, so I was actually at my parents' house for a little bit with my fiance and son, and we were watching TV. We'll sit down on the couch, plop down, relax, and usually there's some HGTV on. I don't know if you're an HGTV fan, but I am very much of a house hunter kind of person. I love to watch those shows. I love house shows. They're interesting. I love real estate. So it works. And I kind of hooked my entire family into it. So therefore, a lot of times when we go over, we watch HGTV. So now if you are watching any of those shows, you know that they'll go around and they'll tour different places, different houses, and try to see if it works for them, right? And they'll usually go in and they'll critique, and you'll get different kind of families. You get the ones who love everything, the ones who hate everything, the ones that complain, the ones that don't get along and can't seem to compromise on a house. This particular family, they were going in and some of the places they weren't as grand as we wanted them to be. They weren't as amazing, they weren't as fancy, they weren't as clean, they weren't as spacious as we expected them to be, or expected them to want to be in, right? We had certain expectations of what they should want and what they should do. And so the families were going into these smaller houses, these smaller places, and they were stating the positive. Meanwhile, we were sitting there laughing at how ridiculous it was for them to accept these places, these houses, these rooms, these bedrooms, these decorations, how outdated they were, how cramped the space was. We were focusing on what things were wrong. We were laughing and we're saying, how can they possibly even see these places as an opportunity? Meanwhile, this family was stating the positive. Meanwhile, this family was stating the brighter side. And the funny part is, us sitting in the room, we all own one house. This is their vacation home. Here we are, the folks who have the one house, laughing at the people who are being positive about their second home. Let that sit in, seep in for you. We're laughing at the folks who are working on their second home because they're positive. That hit me, right? That something didn't sit right with me. Why am I laughing at the folks who are somehow successful enough to be working on their second home, their vacation home, and here we are still trying to pay off the first, right? Something seep right, and seems to me that they have the right idea, that they have mastered the fact that the one shift, the one mindset that you need to have, they all had, the entire family, down to the kids, that you needed to look on the brighter side. They had figured it out that they had to look on the brighter side. And that's evidence to me that this family that obviously is successful, affluent enough to be able to afford a vacation home in Hawaii has somehow probably used this mindset on a day-to-day basis to be a happier family and better people in their careers or their business, right? And so who am I to laugh at them? Why don't I just take notes? So I mentally took a note, and here we are at this challenge, and I realized that Sometimes we look at what other folks are doing. We think it's hunky-dory. We think it's cheesy. We think it's silly. How can they possibly even look at it that way? We don't take time to see that they are giving us the notes. They're giving us the answers. They're giving us what we need to be more successful. So the one shift, the challenge that we're going to take this week is to look on the brighter side. Yes, the one shift to create a more successful mindset that we're taking this week is to look on the brighter side. That can we do that? How can we look on the brighter side? So the things that we're going to do and the steps that we're going to take. Okay. This particular week, I want you to write down every time you have a negative thought, a negative feeling. I want you to find a way to write it down. I want you to find a way to document it. Whether you do it right then and there, which I suggest, I want you to write it down. You can do it at the end of the day, make a list. I want you to write it down, and then I want you to shift it to the brighter side. All right, I want you to look on the brighter side. If you can do it in that particular moment and try to make it brighter, look on the more positive side of things with that particular thought, do it right then and there. If not, make sure by the end of the day, you've gone through your list and you shifted it to something more positive, something that's on the brighter side. Now, after you're done, I want you to do this for the week. After you're done, I want you to make a post, make a video, make an Instagram, make a picture. Doesn't matter. Make some type of public content that is for you and your network to see that you've done this. And then throughout the week, maybe you do it on a daily basis, challenge them to look on the brighter side. If you can send them to this video, that would be all the better. Now, either way, do what works for you, okay? Do what works for you. So, again, this challenge this week is to look on the brighter side. Look on the brighter side. Let me know how that goes. Hashtag brighter side challenge. I know it's long. Hashtag brighter side challenge. Share it. Challenge other people. Share this video. Like it if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below, and if you are new to the challenges, make sure you hit the subscribe button. There's also the little icon there as well you can hit to subscribe, and make sure that you join the movement to better yourself, better your community, and better your business endeavors, so that way we can all change the world and build a new future. That's what I have, New Future Builders. Enjoy the rest of your day, and as usual, treat each day as a building block to a better future. Peace. These are schools and other organizations. I want to at least get one school on calendar and then maybe a few other events in there as well. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to strive to make it happen. I'm going to push myself, and I hope you do the same. Make sure that if you enjoyed this content, that you like this video. Make sure you share it with others. Maybe you know some speakers. Maybe you know some folks that have a message to share. Share this with them. Let them join in the challenge. And if you are brand spanking new, like you just arrived here for the first time and you enjoyed this content, I do these challenges every single week. Hit the subscribe button and join us in this movement of creating a new future. Now,